There's nothing to help. Watch me one by one. Count my cards.
Hey guys, welcome to the vlog. We're home now.
Woohoo.
I want to tell you the story about how Tito got me almost arrested the last day.
It was by accident. Come on.
All right, guys, you hear the story and then you judge if it's his fault or not. All right, guys, let me tell you the story why I was put in handcuffs. And Chili, put the pictures on there showing my wrist from the handcuffs being so tight and the cops treating me like absolute shit and throwing me on the ground and taking pictures of me in handcuffs. I wonder where those pictures.
While laughing.
While they were laughing at me. So let's get to why that happened. All right, guys. So we stayed at this hotel called the St. Regis Hotel, and turns out if your card gets declined on file, they send a cop to your room because they think you're trying to ditch. So what happened was, me and Chili had a room, and Lavelle and Tito had a room.
I got kicked out twice. Twice.
And my card kept getting declined because the bank kept thinking it was a fraud charge because I didn't put a travel notification on my card. So anyway, they were only canceling Tito's room. So they kept sending cops to Tito's room saying, your card got declined.
I'm like, dude, I don't know what to do. We got the wrong guy.
So, no, that's not how we almost got arrested. So, we ended up checking out of that hotel. We paid for it. We updated the card. But we ended up moving to the Ritz-Carlton for the last night that we were there. So we're at the Ritz-Carlton, and everyone's in my room hanging out. And the next morning, I wake up and I order room service. And, room service comes, they take the old table from last night's room service, and they leave.
What's his name? Go on, say it.
The guy's name is Pepe. The room service guy's name is Pepe. So anyway, I'm sitting there and I'm eating my omelet and Chili's about to go brush her teeth. And then out of nowhere, I hear, at the hotel room door, I hear. And I went, ooh. I said, Chili, someone's mad. Like, I couldn't wait. Like, I was like, someone's mad. Like, I was like, if that's the hotel room maid, she really wants to give us towels. Like, she really wants to clean our room.
Or that free water. I don't know, something.
Yeah, so I get up and I'm like so excited. I was like, it's gotta be someone that mad. No, Tito, it was like SWAT team beating on the door. But you know.
Yeah, I got it. I got the same thing.
You got it on his room too. So, I go to the door and there's a little peephole. I don't even check the peephole. I'm just excited for the surprise. So I open the door and it's 6 police officers. And the first thing that comes to my mind is, the card got declined.
Why 6?
Yeah, I was like they were like standing there, like their hand on their holster, like SWAT team. And I'm like, why is there 6 cops? Oh no, what's going on? And so I just open the door and they immediately grab me and put me up against the wall and start putting handcuffs on me. And they're like, you're not being arrested, you're being detained. And I'm like, what the hell? I'm trying to think of all the wrongs I've done. And I'm like, is there anything I've done that I could be arrested for? No, I don't know. I don't know yet. So I don't say anything because I'm like, a lawyer. So they put me on the ground and I do say, what's going on? They're like, shut up. And I'm like, okay. And they're like, what's your name? I'm like, Logan 30 Acre. What's your real name? I said, Logan 30 Acre. And they're like, you do YouTube videos? I'm like, yeah. And they're like, Logan Paul? And I said, no, Logan 30 Acre. First off, I hate everyone who when they know I'm a YouTuber and they're like, your name's Logan, they immediately assume that's me. But anyway, no, they always assume that's me. And I'm like, no. So then he pulls out his phone on Google and he types in my name and he puts a Google image up to my face. He's like, that could be him. And I'm like, what the hell? Like, what? So they're like, who's in the room? I'm like, it's my fiance, Chili Jimenez. And they were like, what's her real name? I said, Chili Jimenez. And then so they send 2 cops in the room and they close the door. They're like, don't let him listen. And I'm like, what the hell is going on? And I'm sitting there and they would not tell me anything. They just pull out their iPhones and they're just taking pictures of me in handcuffs. And I'm sitting there going, what could this even be about? Like, I had no idea. And then they said, do you have another room here? I said, yeah, room 1811. And they're like, go. And they send 3 more cops down the stairwell. They don't even take the elevator. They just take them down the stairwell. So they go to Tito's room and they open your door. But no, don't tell them your story yet. I want to tell them why all this happened.
No, why?
So anyway, I'm sitting there on the ground in handcuffs for the first time in my life. Handcuffs are really tight, by the way. They're really tight. And I'm sitting there going, I really want to know what this is about, and so I'm listening because, the cops are yelling at Chili, and all I hear them yelling at Chili is, show us the video, show us the video. And I'm like, video? What could it be? And then I hear them say, then who wrote the note? And then I immediately, all worry left my body, and it turned to anger at Tito because I knew exactly what the fuck just happened. I knew exactly why the hell I was sitting there in handcuffs. Because Tito is a dumb ass.
Okay, first of all, it never happened before, so how would I know?
Let me tell you guys what happened. So when me and Tito stay at hotel rooms, Tito, you know how in hotel rooms there's always a notepad and a pen to write down stuff, I guess. Well, Tito likes to do this funny thing where he likes to write help me, save me notes in the room. He'll write like help me or save me or meet me at the pier at 4, I'm gonna jump. And he likes to write stuff like that. And he likes to leave notes for the maids to read and I guess freak out and worry them. So this time he decides to think of something super creative. Tito, tell him what the note said. I brought the table away. What note did he see? What did it say?
Save me. I've been captured. Please save me. Exclamation mark, exclamation mark, exclamation mark.
Yeah. So Pepe fucking took our room service table and he must have taken it downstairs. And while they were cleaning the table off, they find this crumbled up note because Tito thought about throwing it away.
I crumbled it up and then I reopened it so it could look pretty cool.
So the room service guy found a note that said, help me, I've been captured, please save me. So you guys see on the news all the time, people will go into banks or will go into like McDonald's and they'll slip a note to the counter and say, he's get me, save me. And like, they'll be on the news like McDonald's worker's a hero or the veterinarian's a hero for, helping this captured woman escape because she like slid a note, right? So the cops thought that I kidnapped Chili. So when they busted open the door, as soon as they opened the door, they put me in handcuffs because they thought, because it came from my room, not Tito's room.
No.
Yeah.
We were vlogging in their room and I decided to write it down.
Yeah, so they arrested me immediately. I mean, look at me. There's like six cops that are like 7 feet tall, built as fuck, and they arrested me. Like, oh, come on, y'all can't handle me? Come on. And I'm sitting there the whole time thinking, what did I do wrong? But yeah, so since Tito wrote that note, they thought that we had someone kidnapped in our room and that the person who was kidnapped put the note on the table like secretly without us seeing it. So they were like, how long you and Chili been together and where y'all from and how'd y'all meet? And I'm like, she's not kidnapped. Like, y'all really need to calm down. So they go into Tito's room and Tito admits that he wrote the note. So Tito, when the cops were banging on your hotel room door, what did you think was happening?
I thought the car was declined, but then I saw the look on their faces and I'm like, oh no, is it the note that I wrote?
And then when you said that to them is it about the note I wrote? What'd they say?
They looked at me and I'm like, oh yeah, it's definitely the note that I wrote.
So, no, and so anyway, guys, they said that Tito's story and Chili's story added up. They never asked me what happened. They never the whole time that I sat on the ground for like 30 to 45 minutes in handcuffs. And never once did they tell me what was going on. They never told me what I was being accused of doing. They never asked me any questions other than what my age was, who I was, and why I was there. They didn't, and when I told them I was there for my birthday weekend, they didn't even tell me happy birthday. Rude. That is so rude. I'm like, my birthday was yesterday, and they didn't care. They just
detained you.
Yeah. So anyway, I'm sitting there. I had SpongeBob socks on, to be honest with you. And so anyway, after they get their walkie-talkie, they were like all clear. He comes up to me and says, "All right, Mr. SpongeBob." I'm like, what? Because I'm wearing socks. They pick me up off, and then they're like, "These are some rusty handcuffs." I'm like, "Oh, thank you. I'm so glad that you guys are like indenting my skin with rusty handcuffs that probably have every disease possible."
Tinnitus.
Tetanus.
Oh.
You said tinnitus.
Whatever.
Tinnitus when your ears ring.
Forget you, bro.
Tetanus.
Tetris?
Tetris. So anyway, guys, that's the story of how I got put in handcuffs and got detained because Tito wrote a note. So guys, if you stay at a hotel, do not write a note that says, "Help me, I've been captured" on it. That's where a lot of things go down. A lot of things with trafficking, but not with cars. So they probably thought we got someone big here. Yeah, so the cops let me go, and then they're all interested, like, "Oh, so how long you been doing YouTube?" Fuck you.
Leave.
Hey, no, you guys threw me on the ground and yelled at me and treated me like a criminal, which I understand why. But like, they could have talked to me in the very beginning. Like when I answered the door, they could have said, hey, can we talk to you? And I would have said, sure. But no, handcuffs. Instantly.
Right away.
Did you get handcuffs?
Nope.
Did Lavelle get handcuffs?
Nope.
Why me?
I don't know.
You're the bigger guy.
It was a good room, though.
That you wrote the note.
They don't know.
Anyway, I understand they were doing their job, but wow, you know, my life was like, literally I was like, man, I really hope someone like didn't go missing and they're going to pin that on us. So I was like, oh no. Anyway, guys, so that's the story of the end of my birthday weekend. But the start of my birthday week, because my birthday was on Sunday. So my birthday week is still going on. And my birthday month is all of November. So, man, we're going to just have fun. So anyway, guys, that's the story. Have you ever been put in handcuffs? And not in a kinky way? Let us know.
What?
Chili, when the cops came in the room and closed the door and wouldn't let me hear, what was going on?
Well, I had a really nice cop for about 2.5 minutes, and then they swapped out. And then this dude came in, and he starts yelling at me, and I'm just like, all right, what's going on? And I think I heard somebody say something about the note, and I was like, oh, this is about the note. So my story was that I had Depressed Jeffy with me, and I was like, oh, Depressed Jeffy wrote that note. And I don't think they asked anybody else, like, what the story was behind it. They were only questioning me, because it looks really bad when there's, like, one girl and, like, 3 guys, and then you get that note. So that's what I told him. And then he was, like, yelling at me. He was like, so do you have any, like, drugs or anything in this room? And I'm like, no, you can search it. He's like, I do not want to search this room. You think I want to search this room? I was like, oh, okay. He was like, I just want you to answer my question. Are there drugs in here? And I said, no.
Well, so if they came for the note,
He was losing his mind, Logan.
if we did have drugs in the room, what does that have to do with the note?
It really doesn't have anything to do with it. Then I told him about the YouTube videos and how we're YouTubers, right? Then it went from me telling them about the note to just like him yelling at me about YouTube. He was all like, how do you make money off of YouTube? I was like, oh, you know, the ads that play off the video. That's not the question I was trying to ask you. Like, he did not understand how to ask me questions, so I didn't understand how to answer it to give him the answer that he wanted. So he would ask me something, and I'll try to answer it to the best of my ability, and he'll be like, that wasn't the answer to my question. What I'm saying is this. So he was like, how do you get paid? Who pays Google to have the ads on there?
What does it have to do with the note?
He was yelling at me about random things.
All this happened, Tito, because you wrote a note about a false capturing.
Not my fault.
Did you learn your lesson?
No. I'll do it again.
Did they yell at you about the same thing they yelled at me? Because, okay, so the guy comes up to me and he's like, who's all with you? And I was like, oh, just Logan. He's my fiance. And they're like, no, who's all staying with you? And I said, it's only me and Logan in here. And they're like, do you have another room? And I was like, oh, yeah, but, you know, there's other people in the other room. Like, he didn't understand how to ask me questions. It was getting so annoying.
You know, I answered every question with respect and nice, and at the
I
end
was too, but I was still getting yelled at. Like, mine was in such a mood.
No, mine were mean, and the guy kept taking pictures of me and sending it to his wife. He told me that. He said, he was taking a picture of me, and he was like, I'm sending this to my wife.
Said, oh, TMZ's gonna like this.
And I'm like, so I want to know where those pictures are of me in handcuffs.
Well, we have to go.
Did they put y'all in handcuffs too, or just me?
No, just you. No, man, come on, let's talk. We're talking about I'm over this shit. I already know.
Tito, just go on. Go, yeah, me too. I was in fucking handcuffs for like fucking 30 minutes.
Right. Are you good now, bro?
They fucking put me in. They put me in fucking handcuffs and wouldn't tell me what the fuck was going on. And I'm.
Bro, that's what I'm saying. And Cuz did the same. He was about to do the same thing to me. I'm nervous as fuck.
I'm sitting there.
Hold on. We'll talk about. I'm gonna talk when I get down there.
So we'll see you guys in the next vlog, and yeah.